Marc Raimondi back with ESPN, and look who I'm here with, none other than UFC heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic on the heels of his title retention against Daniel Cormier from 2 weeks ago at UFC 252. That is now 4 title defenses at heavyweight. That's a record, Stipe. Congratulations on the win. How you doing? You're looking casual, looking relaxed over there in the Cleveland suburbs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting beat up anytime soon, so that's a good feeling. Yeah, I mean, I'm still a little beat up. I mean, sucks getting older, but little by little, day by day, I'm feeling better.
How was your birthday celebration and your daughter Mila's birthday celebration? I saw that on social media the last few weeks.
Yeah, Mila's was awesome. She got everything, so I might have to fight again just so I can pay for more presents. She's spoiled rotten, but yeah, my birthday was great. Nothing crazy. I worked at the station, worked 24 hours, and
on your birthday?
Yeah. Listen, I've had 38 of them. I'm not worried about it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and then Saturday, my wife's birthday was Saturday on the 22nd, so we went out and celebrated hers, and we all hung out with a bunch of friends. It was a good time.
Was your birthday your first day back at the station?
It was.
It was. Okay, so now I have to ask you, was the torture worse because it was your birthday and you just came back as the heavyweight champion again, or did they go easy on you?
No, it was about the same. Nothing. I mean, I don't think it went any harder than they usually do. I mean, it was pretty normal standards. Yeah, I mean, legit. My first day back, we went. Me and another guy went out for an inspection. I'm just driving, and truck with the trailer just like sideswiped us. I'm like, really?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was all right. No, he just hit the mirror. He had a big trailer. I don't think he realized how close he was to us. It was all good. We put it back. No big deal. It was, but it was like, oh, of course, this would happen to me.
Was it was with the fire truck, or was it with the?
No, with the squad.
Okay. On your birthday, your first day back, yeah, the heavyweight champ. Did the guy who hit you? Did he know who you were? Did he see you?
Yeah, I got out. I'm like, hey guys, I'm like, you kind of sideswiped. He's like, dude, the champ, what's up, bro? Can I get a pic? I'm like, yeah, but you sideswiped us. No, they felt really bad though. Super nice guys. I mean, it was an accident. It was a big trailer. And I think you realize get over it. But it was all good. There was really no damage, so it wasn't a big deal.
He could have just asked you for an autograph. That's a little bit, overboard, trying to sideswipe you, then asking for an autograph.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of weird, Dude, you just asked, you could have beeped or stopped, and no big deal.
Did the guys at the house? Did they do any of their usual traditional hazing and chop busting after you came back?
Yeah, well, this time I didn't have to clean the toilets, which was good. That was a positive. But yeah, I mean, it's just the usual. But they actually, it was pretty cool. The first time they actually wanted me to sit down and like talk them through the fight, what I was thinking, what I was doing. It was the first time they ever done that, which was pretty neat. It was good. We had a good dinner. I mean, it was honestly, it was a great day. I mean, the usual, all of us and the chief got me in trouble with my wife. She came up and I had to get out of her shits because we were going out and for her birthday, and I didn't realize I picked that day, and she was not happy. And I was like, "Don't tell her." Of course, the first minute she walked in, he tells her, I got in trouble. So that was just the start of it, and it was a long day for a little bit.
So no stunts, no bathroom cleaning, no standing outside and waving at people.
No, I didn't bring the belt. I didn't bring the belt this time.
You brought the belt last time. You were opening yourself up to some.
Yeah, well, they made me do it. He's like, "You better bring your belt." But this time I just left. I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. Sorry."
So now I'm thinking that maybe this is just old hat for them. This is just regular stuff. You're the heavyweight champion. It's not even a big deal anymore to these guys.
Yeah, I'm old news now. Okay, I don't care.
There's a couple of things I wanted to ask you about the fight, but first I want to ask you about your physique, this Stipe Miocic glow up. I mean, I saw one person say on Twitter that you may have been in the best shape that he's seen any heavyweight come into a fight. So what are you doing differently? I know you were 233. You actually weighed a little bit more than the last time out, but you looked like you were in incredible shape.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it to my coaches, my wife. I mean, they were on it with working out, listening to my body. We did a lot more pool workouts, which was awesome. That was a game changer. Was a pool workouts, I think, and a lot of resistance training. And honestly, my wife just making me, eating right, making sure I was taking my supplements. I I don't mind greens, but I just don't eat them. So she'd make me a shake with greens in it just so I get my amount that day. I mean, she was on there, we had Icon Meals who sends me meals every week during camp, and she'd come through in a pan, sauce it up for me real good, and then it was great. Honestly, it was awesome. It was like I had my own chef. I mean, she makes me food all the time, but she was on point. I mean, she was an animal. I was very lucky. Was such a good cook and such a go-getter.
Is your wife Ryan also behind the new do? This coif you got working right now?
So right at the beginning of quarantine, we were watching one of her shows, one of those, I don't even know what it was, one of those Bravo shows, I don't know. And the one girl's boyfriend had a hair slick back. Like, man, I was like, I always want to slick back hair. I was like, I don't know if I can do it because my whole life, I've never done that. And so her best friend cuts my hair. And I was like, I went up there, like, Randy, what's up? Girl, can we do this? She's like, let's try. And I did it, and boom, it flew. She's like, this is awesome. It's great. And so, yeah. And my wife told me I'm never cutting it again. I have to keep it this way for the rest of my life. It's
so funny because you show up to the press conference, you got the hair, you got like the black rim glasses. It's like GQ Stipe Miocic all of a sudden. It's the funniest thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I needed the glasses. I needed them for a while, actually, for a couple of years. My eyes weren't that bad. They're still not that bad. Just more when I drive and reading and stuff like that, watching TV, my eyes water real bad. But I just keep them on all the time because just make it habit. Because if I don't, I'll lose them.
Did the guys of the Firehouse give you a hard time about the new hair?
No, because most of them are bald, so I think they were just jealous.
I want to give you a chance to give a shout out to your coach, Marcus Marinelli, and your team because once again you lost the first round of this fight against Cormier, right? UFC 252, and again it was the adjustments. Again, it was the things that you guys worked on. I know at the gym. So what were the things that you guys did? What were the adjustments to me? And I noticed that in the clinch, the double underhooks, putting him up against the cage, some of those things were very effective. So tell me in your own words, like what those adjustments were.
I mean, yeah, first round, I was doing so well. I was winning that round until you just caught with that one right hand. I mean, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I mean, I still felt confident. I felt fine. Like, oh, don't be an idiot, And so he came in. He's like, listen, keep moving, keep doing your thing. Don't get too close to them. Don't let him do what he wants to do. Make sure you get the angles. You get him against the cage. Hold him against that cage. Use those underhooks. Put head underneath the chin if you can, and just press and push. And then if you have to back up, you're backing up while moving and making sure you have better angles. And so we legit worked on that for like 10 weeks. It was tiring at times.
and then at the end, you almost seemed it wasn't the celebration that you had after the knockout win, right? It was more of a subdued Stipe. Was it that because there's no fans? Why was there no real celebration after that fight was over?
Yeah, definitely. I think no fans because usually you're hyped up, they're screaming, so you're like, you kind of just go with the flow. Also I was just tired. It was a hard fight. 25 minutes we both were going at it. Also, the trilogy's over. Finally, we're done with it. It's over with. We can squash it, and then yeah. I mean, that was about it. I mean, it was just tiring. But it was. I think the fans too. I think it was just. I was just happy to win. We both came out unscathed, and nothing terrible. No one was really hurt.
The post-fight press conference, you opened up a lot. Before the fight, I mean, you're a pretty guarded dude, right? You don't talk a lot of trash. You talk no trash, and you don't talk that much at all. And then in the post-fight press conference, people were very surprised to see you telling two reporters to get into a fight over the microphone and that kind of thing. That's the Stipe that most people know at home, right?
Yeah, man. I just think Yeah, the media, I'm kind of reserved. I just feel like sometimes you say one thing, not like you, but just in general, like some of them, they just try to get a story idea. So you say something a certain way, they put that as a headline, and it had nothing to do with what you said. So a lot of times I just kind of keep to myself. But I don't need to talk smack. I mean, I'm here to fight. That's what I signed up for. I'm not here to, start all drama. And I got too many things to worry about than trying to hurt some guys' feelings.
Have you had a chance to put in perspective the victory, winning the trilogy, everything that comes with that? Have you had time to kind of reflect on that at all yet?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did that right after the fight. I think we got back. It was tough because there was no fans, and so we went straight back to the hotel. We had a couple of Modelo's. We just sat there, we all decompressed. A couple of beers. It was great. We watched the fight again. Just just got the fight again to see what we did wrong and right. And it was funny, but it was great. We just relaxed and just kind of, like I said, decompressed and just kind of went with the flow and just talked about everything. We're just like, wow, this is fun. It was a great time.
Do you usually watch the fight that soon after?
No, no.
Any reason why this one?
I think we're bored because we couldn't really go anywhere. We're sitting in our hotel room, in our suite. We had no idea what to do.
One of the storylines, of course, coming out was Daniel and the eye poke, and it looked like you had already done damage to his eye already in the second round, right? With that right hand that you hit him with, and then the eye poke in the third. I mean, eye pokes have been kind of a story throughout this whole trilogy, and it's unfortunate. I mean, now that you watch the fight back again, what were your thoughts on that situation?
Yeah, I don't. It's not how I fight. I don't think I've ever had an eye poke in a fight before. Maybe once before, probably. I don't know, but I didn't realize I did it until in between those rounds. I looked up at the screen above him and I saw him. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I legit had no idea I poked him in the eye.
Do you? Because I mean, you're one of the reasons why you're wearing glasses right now is because of the torn retina from the second fight, and there was an eye poke also in the first fight that he did to you. So I mean, do you feel differently about that now? But I mean, do you still? I mean, obviously, it's it's unfortunate that happened, and no one wants to tear the retina. That was an awful thing you dealt with over the last year. But I mean, now you did it by accident. It's just kind of a weird situation. It's almost ironic.
Yeah, no, I was not trying for that, but I needed glasses in general. I mean, there's no torn retina or not. I needed them in general. Like I had to get them. So that had nothing to do with that. But I mean, getting punched in the face for a living doesn't help with your eyes there, and getting poked also doesn't help. And it happens. He said it wasn't on purpose. So I believe him. So it is what it is.
Is the hatchet buried? Are you guys going to be friendly again after all this?
Yeah, I wish nothing but happiness for the dude. He's the family their wife's having a baby in October. God bless him with that. He's an amazing commentator. Like I always say, he's a great ambassador for the sport, man. People love that guy.
Will you shoot him a text, do you think, in the next couple of weeks?
Because I got time.
A few other things I wanted to ask you about. A lot has actually happened since that fight, even though it was not too long ago. One of the big things was Jon Jones announcing that he's going to be moving up to heavyweight. And I mean, I want your opinion on this. You're the heavyweight champion. What do you think of him moving up to heavyweight, your division?
Oh, it's great. He's an amazing fighter. He's one of the best. And, and he's trying to prove himself, so it's even better.
Is Jon Jones an instant contender, do you think, at heavyweight?
I don't know. He's got a great resume. But, all the guys have worked hard to get where they needed to get. I'm not the matchmaker, so I can't really say anything. I fight. If I was a matchmaker, I wouldn't be fighting. So, it's what the UFC decides.
So Dana White, I guess, has said over the last few weeks that Francis Ngannou is next for the title, and then Jon Jones could fight for the title, but Ngannou is definitely next. Do you agree with that? Do you think that that's the rightful pecking order in the division?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think Ngannou's definitely showed a lot better since their last fight. He's knocking everyone out in the first round. I mean, dude's on tear. So, I mean, yeah.
So, and you did fight him in 2018, and it was a very good fight. It was competitive early, but you kind of dominated the later rounds in that fight. Do you think he has made those improvements? Do you think that he has done enough? Obviously, on paper, his record, he's done enough to earn a title shot, but do you think he's done enough as far as fighting you again, a guy that has already beaten him?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely worked his way back up. But if we do fight again, or whoever they put up, Jon Jones or whatever. But if I do fight Ngannou next, it doesn't matter. It's the same as difference is going to happen. Same result. There's no difference going to happen. I'm going to win and dominate.
Ngannou had an interesting quote last week when he did an interview with Brett Okamoto, and he said, or it might have been Ariel Helwani, I'm not sure, but it was definitely one of those guys. But anyway, Francis said that he thinks that in some ways Jon Jones will have it easier at heavyweight. I thought that was an interesting quote because I guess he's getting bigger now. He's getting older. He's kind of growing out of that division a little bit. Maybe he doesn't have the kind of speed that he used to when he was in his 20s. What are your thoughts on that? Because the way that I see it, heavyweight's a pretty tough division, especially at the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's big boys and they got small gloves on, so it just takes one. I don't care if you hit hard or not. You can still get caught. I don't care who you are. I mean, I can tell you, I look at my first DC fight, before I fought Ngannou, and he did everything he had, I didn't go down. DC counter shot, I didn't see it, I went down. So, I mean, You know, I mean, I don't think it's that much easier. I mean, plus you got more weight to worry about. You know, it's not just 205. You know, you got guys up at 265, if not bigger. You know, if they're cut weight.
Do you think Jon Jones? Do you think his skill set translates well to heavyweight, or do you think maybe he needs to put on some size, some strength?
You know, I don't know. He's got great technique, so I mean, definitely going to help him. You know, he's very fluid in everything he does. He has a great strategic plan every time he fights. So, I mean, it's what you got to have in the game is, you know, a good plan every time you walk into a fight.
And I mean, in all honesty, Jon Jones probably doesn't walk around too far from, I mean, as far as size wise as you do, right? I mean, he you know, he probably walks around in the 220s, 230s, and you weighed in at 233 you know, for the last fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a big boy. You know, we're the same height, you know, and he's just, you know, he definitely probably walks around 225, like you said. So, I mean, he's not far off. So,
does that fight have any more interest, you know, to you than others might against Jon Jones? Because I mean, you're the best heavyweight of all time. That's been determined now. He's the best light heavyweight of all time, and there is obviously a pretty big story there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I would love to fight him out. And listen, I fight anyone. I don't really call people out. They really put me in front of them, I'm going to fight. So you know, that's what I do. That's what I signed up for. And so if it's him or if it's Ngannou or if it's whoever, I'm ready to go.
But you think Ngannou should be first, considering what he's done in the division?
Well, I mean, like I said, I can't make that decision. I'm not a matchmaker. So I mean, but Ngannou's done a lot. You know, he's been on the tail the last couple of years, and you know, after a fight or 2 years now. So I mean, we'll see.
Do you you said at the start of the interview that it may be a while before you get back in the cage. What kind of time frame are you looking at?
Well, you don't know. I'm healing up right now. I also have to go back for a doctor. They're making me go check my eye checked out, get my eyes checked out again to be on the safe side. So you know, we'll find out. You know, it's only been a week, so yeah. So yeah, pump the brakes a little bit. Wait next, like Jesus, give me a break. It's only been 8 days.
It's like I got to ask the question. You know.
I understand. I know. You just do your job.
It's all about looking ahead in this sport. It's never about looking back. It's always about looking ahead for some reason.
100%.
No one has any patience in this game apparently. You did get poked in second round, I believe, right, against DC. Did any damage from that?
I mean, I feel good. I mean, it sucked when it happened, you know, but yeah, I feel good. I mean, it doesn't like, you know, I did anything to it. So, but when I go there and get checked out, we'll see what they say. But I mean, right now it's fine.
Do you think DC stays retired?
You know, I don't know. If he does, you know, God bless. If he doesn't, good luck. You know, it's his decision. You know, he's a competitor, man. So I don't know what he's gonna do. You know, I think it's a tough decision. You know, I'm not in a position where I can never make that call. If I don't know what I would do. I think it's just to sit down with my family, talk about it. And I mean, he's had a hell of a career, not even just fighting with wrestling and everything. You know, he's a high school coach. They have a great team. I mean, he does a lot, man. So we'll see. I don't know what his decision to be, but whoever it is, you know, I'll support him.
And there's no chance that a fourth fight would ever happen. You think, right? That's totally out of the question.
I mean, listen. I'm a matchmaker. I'm not the matchmaker, so I'll fight whoever.
I mean, not whoever. You got to have some kind of standards, right?
Yeah, well, heavyweight, any heavyweight, whatever it is.
Like you won't fight me, Stipe, right?
No, I'm a lover, dude. I'm a lover.
Well, all right. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Congrats again on the heavyweight title victory, and hopefully we'll see you before long. Get healed up, enjoy the family and this new setup back there. I really love this this backdrop there. It's showing off all the titles, all the swag. Is there a gnome back there as well?
I got a gnome, yeah. I got a couple bobbleheads, action figures. I'm collecting them. I collect them as I don't like look for them, but if it just kind of happens, it's just pick them up.
Is this where you game?
I do.
Yeah. How many hours?
I'm actually switching it up. I'm gonna move it a little bit over to I have like a little nook in my man cave. I'm gonna put it in there, kind of put a little soundproofing so it's not as bad as echoey. Because you know, so we'll see. I don't know yet. I got a lot of ideas, so gotta make sure I pass the wife first. Make sure it's okay.
How many hours are you putting in gaming right now a day?
You know, I don't play every day because my wife would murder me if I did that. You know, I've been definitely doing a lot better with my viewers, which has been great. When I do play, probably 4 or 5 hours. It's usually at night. You know, I'll go like at 9, 10 o'clock when my daughter goes on for the night. So it just depends, you know. So I'm gonna try to play some during the day now too, though, just because I want to hang out for her at night.
I saw there was that thing they did for ESPN2, the Twitch fight card where they put the fighters and celebrities together. You got to be on the next one, right? I mean, you're a huge gamer.
I gotta start playing. I just got the game. I should probably play it. I'm like really bad. For some reason, I just can't. I don't know what it was. I just had such a hard time with it. Like the UFC 2 had a hard time with it, but I just didn't give it a shot. I think I was just impatient. So I'll play it again here. I'm actually excited. I just got it last week.
I thought of you when I saw that, and I thought of you when I saw Masvidal doing the cornhole match. You're a cornhole aficionado. How are you not in there, Stipe?
Listen, I'm what do they call it? What did my buddy call me? He called me a what's the word he gave me? It was funny because like just a really especially when you're drinking, I'm good at cornhole, beer pong name, and I'm like that guy.
You have to call out the cornhole champion because Masvidal couldn't get the job done. Now you need to avenge the UFC loss.
Was it close?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know the answer.
I saw it. They were talking smack, and then his son was like beating the crap out of him after their face off.
That's right.
That was fun. I saw that, but I think the fight was like that week or something, or that week before. My fight was like week after or the week of. Like
that's right.
I forgot.
Will we see you in the octagon or in a cornhole game first, do you think?
Ooh, tough one. Well, if it's on social media, probably in the house, probably cornhole.
Fair enough. Maybe you can do some streaming, cornhole streaming, sort of torn out.
Okay, I just got a new cornhole boards. I'm excited. Medella sent me some, so I'm like, hell yeah. They were great.
Awesome. Stipe, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Take care.
You too.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.